Well, hello and welcome to the Hornback podcast. This is episode number 10. For those of you that are watching us on or have noticed on the podcast streams where you see our podcast, you'll see that I inadvertently put episode 10 in the title, but that was actually episode 9. So this is episode 10. So let's rock and roll. Let me apologize. When I started this, I said that I was going to have a new podcast up on Tuesdays and Fridays. My friend BJ Martin reminded me this week that I did not post one on Tuesday, so I do apologize for that. Life has gotten a little complicated this week with work and having to go out of town for work and some other things. So I'll try to make it up to you. I'll probably have an extra one this weekend coming up. But let's get going. This week on Monday, the Knox County Commission is going to hold their meeting virtually, and there's been some controversy about that because they've met in person. They've met in person now since about August. But they're going they're going virtually, and in the past when they did virtually back in the spring, when the pandemic started, the only way that they allowed public forum was if you emailed the public forum in. But apparently, because of the announcement that they were going virtually, some folks objected, obviously, to public forum because Commissioner Kyle Ward has a resolution that will be considered this week. Actually, the workshop is Monday, the 14th of December, and the meeting is December 21st, a week later. And so he's going to have a resolution available that will be discussed on Monday and discussed and voted on again on the 21st of December. That will say that the health board, the Knox County Board of Health, is advisory only. Now, I know you've heard this discussion about the health board being advisory, and you've heard some of the what I would call the pandering by some elected officials about the fact that the health board is an unelected board. Guess what? There's a lot of committees and boards in county government, city government, town of Farragut government that are not elected by the people. Now, why is it such an issue with the Board of Health? Well, here's the deal. In the 95 counties of Tennessee, there's only 6 areas that do not come under the state of Tennessee Health Department. Okay, and Knox is one of those 6. In the other 5 areas, the medical director of those other 5 health departments are the ones that are making the decisions about any of these enforcement issues. Here in Knoxville, though, in Knox County, the previous law director, Bud Armstrong, had opined that it's the health board that makes those decisions about curfews, about masks, about limiting the size of groups that gather. So in Davidson County and Hamilton County, the medical director is making those decisions, not the health board. Bud Armstrong obviously was term limited, did not run for re-election. David Book was elected. He is the law director now. I don't know if Bud Armstrong's opinion would be different than Bud Armstrong's, but we're operating off what Bud Armstrong had advised Dr. Buchanan and Glenn Jacobs and the Board of Health. And so what Kyle Ward's resolution, in my opinion, okay, now I've talked to Kyle Ward, but I haven't talked to him specifically about this. In my opinion, Kyle Ward's resolution brings Knox County into alignment with the other 5 health boards that are not part of the state. Now, Knox County did say that they wanted to abide by the Tennessee Pledge, and they are doing that, okay? Here's the deal, and I want to be as upfront and as straightforward with you as I can be. I really haven't gotten into the issue of the health board because, end of the day, in my real job, this is not my real job, by the way. In my real job, I have to wear a mask, okay? And I'm out in the public. I'm considered a frontline employee in my real job. It doesn't bother me to wear a mask. It doesn't bother, I don't feel like my rights are being infringed because I wear a mask. But I'm not going to get into the discussion or the argument about a mask on, mask off. I'm not going to get into it, okay? I'm not going to get into it over whether the health board is an unelected board or not, okay? My only issue early on was that separate group of citizens that Dr. Buchanan had put together that really were kind of making some decisions, okay? And they weren't sunshine in that. All I wanted it to be sunshine because I felt like that as a member of the media and as media, we need to see what those engagements are, particularly when one of them basically went off in an email and disrespected and talked very unfavorably about Mayor Glenn Jacobs. And hey, when Glenn Jacobs is wrong, I'll call him on it. But I think there's a way to do it, and the way that that individual did it, I didn't think was right. So that's the issues that are coming up this week at County Commission. And man, look at this, right at 7 minutes. So we're at the halfway point. Let me remind you of about 3 people because I missed Tuesday. I want to run through the 3 major advertisers on BrianHornback.com. That's Matlock Tire Service. Matlock Tire Service has locations in Lenoir City, Maryville, Farragut, Athens, and now in Hardin Valley. Matlock Tire Service has been in business for it's now in its third generation. Jimmy Matlock was the second generation to take over for his father when his father passed away at an untimely early death. And that business has been going on for many, many years. But let me give you the phone number of the Farragut Matlock Tire. It's 966-0425, 966-0425. And if you'll go to their website, Matlock Tire Service, there is a page on that website called Savings. And they currently have some when you buy 4 tires, you get some money back, or you get some dollars off. So at this Christmas time, if you need tires for your car, then you need to check out Matlock Tire Service and check out that savings page and go save some money on what you need. Also, interagency insurance, been in business since 1966. My friend Lou Moran III is the second generation running that business, and they can write insurance in 38 states. So you need to check out interagency insurance. Their website is agencyinsurance.com. Their local phone number in Knoxville, Tennessee is 865-637-4519. 865-637-4519. Lou Moran III runs that business. I think his father's still involved. But for all your insurance needs, look up interagency insurance. And then finally, Just Homes Group. That's Julia Hurley. Julia Hurley runs the Just Homes Group. She's been in real estate now for a number of years. And she can help you if you're wanting to buy your house, if you want to buy a house, or if you want to sell your house. Julia Hurley is who you need to see. Julia is a go-getter, and she is. You can find her on the website at justhomesgroup.com, just JUST homesgroup.com, or you can call Julia on her cell phone, 865-237-7328. When you check out her website, you'll find some individuals that talk about her. Tammy said that Julia is hardworking, dedicated to serving her clients. Do not miss an opportunity to work with this amazing lady. She is the best, and I know she and her team can help you not only buy or sell your home, but give you peace of mind while it happens. She's thorough, meticulous, intelligent, and knows how to get the job done right. That's from Tammy, a former client of Julia Hurley at the Just Homes Group. All right, let's talk about let's do a little bit, change up. We talked about county commission. I want to talk a little bit before we end about the discussion at the school board meeting on Wednesday night. Daniel Watson, a relatively new member of the Knox County School Board, he took office September 1st. He was elected in August, won a primary back in March. He brought a proposal that he wanted the school board to meet virtually. So when the county commission goes virtual this coming week, the Knox County School Board is the only entity that's not meeting that's meeting in person. So Daniel Watson brought that discussion to the board as their last item to talk about on Wednesday, and it was he and Jennifer Owen were the only ones on the island that wanted to go virtual. Now, newbie Betsy Henderson, that was her first official voting meeting. So I'm going to give Betsy a pass. 1, because I like Betsy. 2, because it was her first official voting meeting. Her first workshop was a week ago, Wednesday. This is being recorded on Friday, December the 10th, I think. I'm going to give Betsy a pass on the virtual because, look, she got sworn in a week ago Wednesday. Then she up and immediately, within 45 minutes of being sworn in, she was participating in her first workshop. And then a week later, she's in her first work meeting. Now, it did not keep Betsy, let me say this, it did not keep Betsy from asking questions at her first workshop. And it did not keep Betsy from asking questions and taking positions on Wednesday. But however, virtual versus in-person, I'll give her a pass on that. The other members who have been there for a number of years, let's remember this is the one area that does not have term limits. They're adamant that they need to be meeting in person. Now, Mike McMillan, if you'll remember earlier in the year, had some court issues. Last year in 2019, was it 2020? 2019. No, it's 2020. He had some issues with some cattle. He sold his cattle because of those issues. It was fairly well documented on BrianHornback.com, by the way. He was the first to say that he really likes meeting in person. Patty Bounds likes meeting in person. Ebony Satterfield likes meeting in person. Chairman Susan Horn likes meeting in person. And I think Daniel Watson has a valid point. Yes, school is open until Monday, and then it's going to be closed. Everybody's going to be virtual Monday, the 14th. But yes, school is open. That's what these school board members kept saying. Well, we require the students to be there. We require the teachers to be there. But what the school district, what these folks that are adamant about in-person meetings are failing to see is that that the school district has said that teachers and staff cannot meet in person. So if you've got a faculty meeting and you got 50 people on your faculty, you're at a small school, you got 50 members of your faculty, you can't meet in person. You got to do it virtually, although you're in the same building. But these folks are adamant that the school board should meet in person. So I think it's wrong. I think from what I understand, the law department has ruled recently that as long as the governor's executive order exists that says that they can meet virtually, then I think they can do a hybrid, which means half of them can be on virtual and half of them can be in person. Now, Mr. Board Member Watson earlier this week participated in the Joint Education Committee meeting, and that's a committee made up of 4 commissioners and 4 school board members. 7 of them were in person at the Andrew Johnson building, and Mr. Watson was on virtual. So it is possible that you could be virtual. One or more people could be virtual and the others could be in person. I just find it interesting that those individuals that participated in person at the Joint Education Committee, and I like Dr. Dacia Lundy and Courtney Durrett, the newer members of the county commission. They're on that Joint Education Committee, but they had come out and endorsed meeting virtually among county commissioners, and then just a day or 2 later, they're meeting in person for the Joint Education Committee. So, again, y'all know me, whether I like you or not. If I find some inconsistencies or something I don't like, I'm going to call it out. So I call it out. But anyway, man, we are well over our 15 minutes. We're at about 16, almost 16 and a half minutes. So I appreciate y'all tuning in to episode 10. Y'all stay tuned. To my friend BJ Martin, I probably did the wrong thing in saying that I would have something up on Tuesdays and Fridays. Look, y'all just keep checking me out. Check me out on brianhornback.com on the internet. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on your podcast streamings. Check me out on YouTube. These podcasts are also going on YouTube. And anywhere that you can, give a like, give a share, give a subscription, subscribe to the feed. If you're on YouTube in particular, if you'll subscribe, then it's going to tell you every time that I post a new one. So, and on that YouTube page, not only will you see the podcast, but you'll also see meetings that happen, and all those kind of great things. So before I go too much longer, thank you all for listening to the Brian Hornback podcast. Check me out, brianhornback.com. If you've got suggestions or you got comments, send them my way to brian@brianhornback.com. And I think, looking here in my office, we've got quite a few books that I have reviewed, and maybe even one CD over there that's not been opened yet. So I think we might start doing some giveaways. So got to figure out how I want to do that. It could potentially be on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm everywhere, social media. So keep checking that out. Maybe we'll have a giveaway before the holidays, and we'll see what's going on. But other than that, thank you all for tuning in, and y'all come right back. See you. Bye.